Hi guys, thanks for coming back. Welcome to yoga. This is Michelle. I'm so glad you came here today to practice with me. Today is a full spectrum practice. We're going to get a lot of strength in, build some stamina, and then take it to the mat and work on some core. So a couple of things to keep in mind when you practice yoga, just know that this is for you. So listen to your body. Move mindfully. If something is painful when you do a particular pose or movement, back out of the pose and do something that works for you. So I can't reinforce that enough. This practice is meant for you to connect to your body, for you to connect to who you are as a person, your mind, your heart, your spirit. So it's not something that you work at stressfully. It's something that you kind of ease into. So just make sure you're checking in, knowing that this is for you and this is a practice that is going to benefit your health. So with all that said, I will give some options today, but just take your time. If you need to stop, take breaks, please do so, but we'll get started. So sit on a blanket or a pillow and sit tall, sit cross-legged. And if you have a habitual shin that you cross in front, go ahead and recross here, just to kind of change things up. Pull the toes back toward the knees, and more or less have the ankles underneath the knees here too. Lift the shoulders, roll them back, and draw the palms together at the heart. Take a full inhale here. Then on the exhale, gently close your eyes. And just coming into your body here, coming into this present moment. So as you inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose, I want you to take a moment to connect to something that's immediate, that's in your environment. Perhaps it's the temperature of the room, how your skin feels, warm or cold. Perhaps there is distant noise or noise close by, just observing that. Noticing any sensations in your body right now. Then finally, noticing your breath here. So take a full inhale. That means just filling up all the way down to the lower abdomen, expanding through the side ribs. And then a long exhale. Exhaling it all out. And as you repeat that smooth, steady breath, soften your jaws. Soften the space in between the eyebrows, the muscles around the eyes. Separate your teeth and create space in the throat. Continue to observe the breath. Drawing the breath further down, noticing your breath at heart center, at navel center. Continue to expand your breath. And with this observation of where you are today, bow your head toward heart center. Blink your eyes open, lift your gaze up, and we'll begin. So go ahead and sit tall here. Reach up through the left hand and cross left hand over right, a nice seated twist. So bringing the back of the hand over the right knee. Take the left hand behind you and sit tall. Full inhale, full exhale, and then come back. Second side, inhale, lift and reach here, pulling from the sitting area, and then cross back of the right hand over the left knee. Sit tall. Gaze is off to the left. And then come back through center. We'll come into downward facing dog. So if you're sitting on a pillow or a blanket, you can move that to the side. So spread the fingertips wide. Hands and knees are about hips distance apart. It just depends on what feels right for your body. Curl the toes under, lift the hips up, and move your body back in space. So you want the majority of your weight to be in your legs. Lengthen your back body. And press down through all the four corners of the palm. Allow the heels to bend and extend a little more. And then come down to hands and knees. Sweep your legs around and come to lying on your back. Take your time there. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Have your arms just relaxed by the side. Lengthen the spine here. Push the left knee gently away from you and relax the face. Take a full inhale here, and on the exhale, draw the right leg in toward the body, and then catch hold back of the right thigh. Move the left knee away from you as you pull the toes toward your knee. Take a breath here. Softening the neck and shoulders. And then release the leg down, but keep the cross of the left leg over the right. And see if you can press up onto your elbows and forearms. Lift the chest here. Continue to move the left knee away from you and see if you can press down on your palms and come up to where your fingertips are either pointed forward or they can be pointed off to the side. Continue to move the knee away from the body. One more breath here. And then reorientate your hands, come back down to forearms, always opening up the chest here, and then release your torso down. Second side, cross the right leg over the left knee. So right ankle over the knee, move the right knee away from you, and keep a nice flex in the ankle. Relax the shoulders down. On the next inhale, creating space in the spine. And then exhale, draw the left knee in toward the body. Catch hold of the back of the thigh. If this is too extreme, feel free to just leave the left foot down. So I'm sneaking my right elbow on my right thigh and I'm moving my thigh away from my face. Attention to the right hip. And then release the leg down. Slowly press up to forearms. Open the chest here, almost like we're sitting on the beach right now. Just open up the chest. And then press up to hands. And again, reinforce what's happening in the legs, but also opening the chest. So the knees moving away from you, the ankles flexed, sitting tall. Option again to have the fingers pointed out away from the body. And then come back down. Release, release, release. And we'll take a breath here. So extending, expanding. Take one full inhale, full body stretch, arms overhead, flex the toes toward the face, and then squeeze the knees in toward the chest. Tuck the chin slightly, and either holding on to the shins or you can hold on to thighs. We'll start to rock up and down. So rocking up and down the spine. And if that doesn't work for you, feel free to lay on your back and just rock side to side. Taking a few more here. Rock and hold. 2 more. And then as you rock forward, cross your legs. Bring your body weight forward. Coming to hands and knees just for a moment, and then downward facing dog. Just a fancy transition there. Press the heels down again. And then begin to walk the feet toward the hands. And if you need blocks, have them handy. Hands to blocks. Soft bend in the knee. And just extend the spine here. So coming to Uttanasana, half forward fold. Present the chest forward. And then exhale, fold in any amount. And if it feels good for you, you can widen your stance and allow your torso to just hang here. So holding here for 2 more breaths. Slowly roll up to stand. Great, keep the blocks nearby if you need them. Otherwise, you can move them off the mat. Inhale, stand tall, reach up. Exhale, arms come down. So my heels are underneath my hips, but if you'd like, you can play with feet together, heels apart. Just kind of paying attention to what feels right for your stance here. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, sweep the arms down. 1 more, inhale, sweep up. This time, fold, exhale. Extend the arms out, extend the chest out, long spine. Bend your knees, step the right leg back, lower the right knee down, uncurl the toes. Inhale, lift and rise here with the arms. Exhale, hands come down, coming into high plank. pull the chest forward, lower to knees, chest, chin. Inhale, shift forward, lower the hips, low cobra, point the toes. And exhale, moving back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step the right foot forward, lower the left knee down, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. And then forward fold. Place your fingertips down, step the left foot forward. Inhale, sweep and rise here. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift the arms. And exhale, fold. Bend in the knees, step the left leg back. Uncurl the toes, press through the front heel, making sure this knee is over the ankle. Lift and rise here. Exhale, coming to high plank. So bring the back or right foot to the back, pull the chest forward, strengthen the legs. Lower to knees, chest, chin. Shift forward to low cobra, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Exhale, coming into down dog. Left leg will step forward to low lunge. Inhale, lift and rise. Exhale, forward fold. And hold here for a breath. Take your time. If this pace doesn't work for you, find your own rhythm and your own pace. Inhale, lift up, stand tall. And exhale, hands to the heart. One more round of that. Inhale, lift and rise up. Extending through the fingers. Exhale, we fold. Bend your knees, the right leg steps back. Take a big step back with the foot. Inhale, lift and rise. Open the chest. Exhale to high plank. And lower down, knees, elbows in, chest, chin. Inhale, Bhujangasana, low cobra. And exhale to down dog. Just warming the body up here. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, forward fold. Step the left foot forward. Inhale, rise to stand. And exhale, coming back to center. Inhale, lift and rise. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, step the left leg back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, coming to high plank. Step the right foot back. And lower down, knees, hug elbows in, chest, chin. Inhale, low cobra, point the toes, lift up here with the chest. Exhale, down dog. Left leg steps forward. Inhale, lift up. Forward fold from here. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, sweep and lift up, look up. And exhale, hands to the heart. We'll start with Vinyasa B, and we'll work our way slowly through it. Inhale, arms reach, coming into fierce pose or chair pose. Sink the hips, weight comes to the heels, and stretch through the fingers. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Place your hands to the shin, long in the neck. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back to high plank for this first one. Lower to knees for this first one, all the way down, chaturanga. Release into shalabhasana. So lift the legs, lift the arms, lift the chest, lift everything. Exhale to down dog. Step the right foot forward. Lower the left foot down at an angle and lift up into warrior one. So the hips are moving to the short end of the mat. Press down through the outer edge of the left foot and be strong in the back leg. Bend the right knee, draw the ribs in. Exhale, high plank. Lower to knees, chaturanga, hug elbows in. Uncurl the toes, Bhujangasana this time, coming up. Exhale, down dog. And warrior one, left leg forward, right leg down. Inhale, lift up. Bend in the left knee, straighten out the right leg, press down through the outer edge of the right foot. Hip points moving toward the short end of the mat. Ribs in. Exhale to high plank. Come to knees, chaturanga. Shalabhasana from here, lift up. And exhale, downward dog. Take 3 rounds of breath here. Let the head hang. Extend the heels back and down. And catch your breath. So you're starting to regulate your pace and your breath here. And bend your knees, look forward, and step forward. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold all the way down, Uttanasana. Inhale, Utkatasana, fierce pose or chair pose. Inhale, hands to heart center. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look up, grow tall, and then exhale into chair pose. Take a breath here. Inhale, look up, exhale, we fold. Inhale, present the chest forward, and your choice, jump back or step back into high plank and lower chaturanga. So shifting forward, bending the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open the chest, point the toes back, and exhale, down dog. So you can take the first options again, where you come to a knee chaturanga or the knee plank to lower down, and you can take shavasana or cobra instead of up dog. Step the right foot forward, coming into warrior one. Inhale, lift. Draw the navel in, open the chest, and then exhaling, come to high plank, going through chaturanga. Inhale, open the chest, find any back bend here, and then exhale to down dog. And step the left leg forward, right foot plants down at an angle, lift up, reach up, open the chest, and then exhale, coming to high plank, and lower down. Inhale, open the chest here, point the toes, exhale, draw everything back, downward facing dog. And hold. Continue to breathe. Coming back to your breath. One more inhale, exhale. And then bend the knees, look forward and jump, or step. Come halfway up, open the chest here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to stand. Exhale, I hope you're warm. All right, we're coming into a balance pose with a hip opener. So stand really firmly on what is my left foot, and take your right foot and cross the right foot over the left knee, just like we did when we were lying down. From here, we'll take chair pose with this hip opener. So your leg is like in the number 4, and you sink the hips down and move them back. All along, the spine is long, and the chest is lifted. So you can stay right here, and you can also take breaks. You could sweep the arms up here and continue to move the hips back and down like you're sitting in a chair. And one more breath here. And then slowly rising up and release. Second side. So really plant your right foot down. You can even lift up the toes and then roll them down. Hands to the hips, lift the left leg, and cross that leg ankle over the right knee. And then begin to sit back into a one-legged chair. So hips can stay right here, taking breaks as needed. Or extending the arms up, lift the chest, spine is long. Draw the navel in, hold for one more breath. And then slowly rise to stand and uncross the leg. So eagle pose from here, grounding down through the left foot. Take the right foot and cross it over the left. And then if it's there, you can hook the toe behind the ankle. I'm just staying here for a moment. Draw the palms together at heart. So half eagle, sinking the hips back, lift the chest. Releasing the arms up if you'd like for one more breath. And then rise to stand and release. Second side. So grounding down through the right foot, bringing the left foot up and over the right leg and intertwining here. Or you can just leave the foot out. And if there's balance issues, you can hold onto a wall or leave the toe down. Reach the arms up, sink the hips back, and lift the chest. Squeeze the legs together. Hold here for another breath. And then slowly rise up and unwind. We'll do our eagle arms here with our legs grounded. So take the arms forward, cross the right arm over the left, and either hold on to the shoulders or forearms intertwined, palms are together, and lift the elbows here. Lift and reach, and then lower the elbows down. Lift the elbows up, moving to your capacity today. And one more breath here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And release. Cross the left arm over the right, so bring the arms forward, and then left over right. Hold on to the elbows here, so you'll be rising and lowering this way, or intertwine the forearms, palms together. Spread the fingers. And here we go. Standing tall here. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower them down. 2 more. Just getting in between the shoulder blades, opening them up. Opening up the backs of the shoulders. All right, full eagle. Here we go, grounding down through the left foot. Take the right foot and cross it over. Again, you can use that toe like a kickstand if you'd like, or taking a partial wrap or full bind here. I'm gonna recover, I think. Yeah, there it is. And then draw the left arm forward, or bring the arms forward, and then cross the opposite arm on top. So left arm over right, or anywhere in between, holding onto shoulders. Lift the elbows, bend the knees, and focus here. So having that eagle focus, just bringing your gaze to something, a fixed point, something not moving, and holding here for another breath. And then rising up to stand. Lift up, uncross, and release the arms. Ooh, take a breath here. Lift the shoulders, roll them back. Standing in Tadasana. One more inhale and exhale. And second side. So grounding down through the right foot. This time I'll do it from the side. So right foot grounds down, cross the left foot over the right, and bring the foot anywhere it needs to be. Extend the arms out, and you'll cross right over left. And find what works for you for the hands and the arms. Lift the elbows, and then sink the hips back and down. Gaze is steady. Continue to move the hips back, and find a focus here, a focal point. Move the elbows away from the body. Holding here for one more breath. And then press up to stand and be mindful how you exit. Make sure you're not just falling out of it, but you slowly move out of your pose. And let's keep moving. I hope you're doing well here. Okay, let's stand in the center of our mat, facing the long end of our mat. And then bring your fingertips together, lift the chest here, and jump or step ankles underneath the wrists. Lift the shoulders and roll them back. And we're gonna stand here, toes pointed forward, press down through all the corners of the foot, really span through the arms. Think about the inner thighs drawing toward one another, and lift up here and draw the navel in. And then finding triangle pose. Grab a block if you need that. Spin the left toes in, really extend through the arms, right toes out. So right toes out about 90 degrees. Back of the left heel pressing down. Reach and extend here with the torso. And then start to side bend just slightly without over crunching the side body. You still want length here on the right side of the body. Catch hold of the block to the inside of the foot, or the hand comes to the shin. Spin the chest open and look up, or look forward, or look down. Your choice here. Reach and expand. Drawing everything in on your inhale. On the exhale, really reaching up through the fingers. One more breath. Rise to stand here, warrior 2. So you might need a wider stance. You want to be able to bend your front knee deep enough to where this thigh is moving to parallel, doesn't need to go there right now. But that knee is staying over the ankle. So lift the chest and then gaze over fingers. And be mindful of this front neck and shoulder. Make sure you're not scrunching here. Be long in the neck. So relax the shoulders down. But use your biceps and triceps. That's the top arm muscle and the bottom arm muscle of the upper arm to suspend and hold your arms. We've had our arms out for a while, so if you need to take breaks, knock it out. Go for it. Bring your hands to your hips. Hold here for one more breath. See if you can press down a little bit more, being active in that back leg. Awesome. And then bring your left hand to your hip and your right forearm to the front thigh, side angle. So use the pressure here of forearm to thigh to spin the chest open. Continue to lower down in the hips, draw the navel in. So you can stay here, or you can bring your hand, slide it down along with the shin. Bring it down to the mat, or even to a block. Lift and reach here. And this is where you could use a strap. So if you're using a strap for a bind, you'll take the strap, I can even show you, into the upper arm. Bring the entire strap behind you. And then bend the shoulder back behind you and bend the elbow. So you see where my hand is here. And then take your lower arm, place it in front of your thigh, and sweep it back. And then connect the hands with the strap, or with fingers, or hands, or wrists. Move the hips forward and open the chest up here. Holding here for another breath. We'll slowly come out. So release the bind. Come back up to warrior two. Straighten the leg, parallel the feet, and jump or step your feet together. Take a break. We get to do all that good work on the other side. Bring your fingertips together, elbows wide, chest is open and lifted. Bend your knees and jump or step wide. And again, spread out here. Press down through all four corners of the feet. Make sure the toes are pointed forward more or less. Relax the jaw. Draw the inner thighs toward one another. And now, spin the right toes in. The left heel moves further away. And then the left toes come out 90 degrees, triangle pose. Reach here, keep a straight leg without hyperextending the knee. And then begin to lift and reach here. Almost like you're an eagle, just opening up your wings. So a lot of length here in the left side of the body, the lower side of the body. I'm using my legs really actively here to suspend and support this. And then I'm spreading out. Find your gaze here. And notice if your hips are moving further back behind you, just draw them forward so they're lining up more or less with the feet. And up we go to warrior two. So lifting up here, spread your legs out wider, and then bend that left leg. So keeping the knee over the ankle and making sure it's not buckling in. So moving that knee out if needed. Relax the shoulders down. Chest is facing toward the side of the mat, but gaze is toward the front or the back of the mat. Be very active in your right leg, the back leg, and then side angle from here. So hand to the hip, forearm to the thigh, lift the chest. So you can stay right here. This is more than beautiful. Lots of work, lots of hip opening happening here. If you want to move to bringing the hand a little bit further down, you slide the hand down along the shin. Hand can come to the block or to the ground. Lift and reach here. If you're doing the bind with the strap, take the strap into your upper hand. Strap comes completely behind you. Bend the elbow. Bring the arm back. And then take the front arm, bring it in front of your lower leg, or your bent knee, I should say, and then behind you. And bind. Catch hold of the hand with the strap, move the hips forward, create space in the side body, and then lift and open the chest here. Holding here for another breath. Release, come back to second warrior. Straighten the leg, parallel the feet, and jump or step together. I always feel so just filled with energy after standing sequence like that. So good work. Let's continue moving. So let's take a quick rest in down dog. Lift the arms up and exhale, fold. And bend your knees and just step right back into downward facing dog here. Move the hips back. Let the head hang. You can also take resting hero's pose. You would bend, bring your knees to the mat. Sitting back on the heels, the knees would come wide. So I'll show you that, resting heroes. Toes together, knees wide. Sit the hips on the feet and let the head rest. So we'll hold in our resting posture, either resting heroes or down dog. 2 more breaths. Just a little interlude before we keep going. And then slowly walk the hands toward the feet and roll up to stand. All right, let's continue our work. So go ahead and step to the top of the mat, hands to the hips, lift and roll the shoulders back here. Step the right leg back, so shift the weight into the left leg and step the right leg pretty far back. We're coming into high lunge with the knee bend in the back knee. So from here, lift the hip points. You can literally adjust yourself here. Move your hip points up. Move your tailbone down and hold here. Elevating the arms if you'd like. Draw the navel in, draw the ribs in, open the chest here. And then if you want, you can scoot that leg back a little bit more, lift the knee up, making sure this knee is staying over the ankle. And then coming forward here, sweep the arms back and then reach up. You can also do this with your back knee to the ground. Reach the arms back, inhale, lift, your choice. Sweep the arms back, lean forward, inhale, lift and reach. 2 more like that. Lift and reach, and 1 more. Lift and reach. From here, clasp your hands behind you and step forward with the right foot. Lean forward here, coming into warrior 3. So warrior 3 is a balance pose. You can stay right here and open the chest, or press down through the left foot, have a soft bend in the left knee, and elevate the right leg. Wrap the right hip down. Press through the back heel, lengthen the spine here. Really active in that back leg. 1 more breath. And then release the arms. Slowly, slowly come back to a high lunge. And we'll take a twist here. So bring the right hand to the inside of the left knee, or hands to heart center and hook the elbow to the outside of the left knee. So if you're in this posture, you're elevating your hand here. If you're in this posture, hands continue to come toward heart center. So lift the back thigh up. And if you'd like, you can also lower the back knee down for a low lunge twist. Lift and reach here with the chest. And then slowly bring the hands down, step forward. Uttanasana. You can have a soft bend in the knees. You can hold elbows. And then rolling up to stand. Lots of leg work today. We'll get to core, don't worry. All right, second side. Stand tall here. Take a big step back with the left leg. So shift the weight into the right leg and then draw the left leg back. Bend in the left knee, lift the back heel up, adjust your hips, so draw the ribs in, hips point lifted, tailbones long. Option here to sweep the arms up. Then you can scoot that back toe back a little bit and begin to straighten any amount. Just listen to that front hip flexor, making sure you're not overstretching here. And then sweep the arms back, lean forward in the torso, and lift up. Inhale here. Press down through the inner right foot to help with balance. Inhale, lift. 2 more like that. Sweep the arms back. Inhale, lift and reach. And last one here. And lift and reach. Bring the hands behind you. Intertwine the fingers the other way. Lift the chest here. And then begin to lean forward, warrior three. You can step in here, soft bend in the right leg, and then press that right foot down and lift the back leg up. Adjust the hips so the left hip is pointing down to the ground. Wrap the inner thigh of the left leg up. Hold here for 2 more breaths. Be back leg active. And slowly release the arms, relaxing back into a high lunge here, and take your twist. Left hand to the inside of the right leg, or hands to heart center, leaning forward, hooking the elbow to the outside of the right knee. Be active in the back thigh. Lift the back thigh as you revolve. Lengthen the spine. Lift the chest. One more inhale, exhale. And then bring the hands down, step forward, and slowly roll up to standing. Okay, let's come down to our hands and knees here. We'll get into some core work. Fingertips spread wide, wrists pointed, or fingers pointed forward. Sometimes wrists don't like to be in this 90-degree flexion, so if that's you, you can play with turning the fingertips out. You can also find a yoga wedge and bring that wedge into your practice. So we can get into that another time. Keep the knees underneath the hips and just move the spine here. So inhale, lift the chest, lift the tail. Exhale, round, dome the upper back, lower the tail and head. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Extend opposite arm and leg here. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw it in. Stay on the same side for 2 more. So I have my right arm, left leg back. Round the spine, press down through this arm. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Second side. Inhale, right leg, left arm. Exhale, round the spine. Be active and strong in this right shoulder. Inhale, inner thigh reaching up toward the ceiling. Exhale. 2 more. Thumb is lifted. And last one. So staying here on hands and knees and repeating that sequence, or we'll do the similar move, but from down dog to a 3-legged plank. Lift the hips up. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, coming forward, knee toward nose. Point the toe. Inhale, lift. Exhale, draw the knee in. Lift the ankle toward the glute. Inhale, lift. Come back into a 3-legged dog. Sweep that leg back. And coming forward. And then opening up the hip. Left leg lifts. Spin the left hip open. Bend the knee. Draw the heel toward the glute. And if you're on your knee, same movement here. Lift up the right shoulder blade, right armpit, and then lower the leg down. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, 3-legged plank, knee moves toward the nose, round the spine. Inhale, lift, inner thigh wraps up. Exhale, forward. 1 more here. Sweep, stretch, exhale in, and then coming back into that hip opener. Open the hips to the right, bend the knee, draw the foot toward the hip. Square the hips, the shoulders off. Press the left heel down. And coming back, slowly lower that leg down. Come to hands and knees. Coming into side plank from here. So we'll come back into down dog. Step the right foot forward a little bit toward the middle of the mat. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot and lift the hips. If your body is saying no thank you, I need a modification, cross the left leg over and press through that front heel. Just making sure the hips are steady here. Lift the chest, head can move back, top hip moves slightly forward. Lift and reach here. Slowly roll to the tops of the feet into a high plank. And then press back into down dog. Take a breath. And second side. Step the left hand forward and a little bit toward the midline. Roll to the outer edge of the left foot. Same option again. You can cross the right leg over the left, bringing that foot in front of you. So the ankle and heels are in a line. The wrist is slightly ahead of the shoulder. Lift the hips here. Take a breath. Take another breath. And one more. Slowly roll to the tops of the feet, coming into plank, and then shifting the hips back into downward facing dog. And lower the knees down. Take a moment here. We'll activate the wrists. So open and close the wrists. Sorry, the fingers. This helps to turn on the muscles surrounding the wrists. And then take your hands, bring the backs of the hands together, and then lower the elbows slightly. And while you're sitting on your heels, bring the arms next to you and just gently press the backs of the hands down to the ground. And then bring the hands in front of you. Same thing here. Curl the fingers, extend them, curl them in, make a fist, and one more here. Great work. Okay. Coming onto our forearms. So forearms can be parallel. You can play with having a block, like an L shape, finger around the block to help the hands spread apart, or if the shoulders are just tight. Bring the hands together, intertwine the fingers. So your choice. Walk the knees back, curl the toes under, and then press the thighs up, lift the chest, neck is long. So be careful not to lower the hips here or have them too high. You want the hips more or less lined up with the shoulders. Draw the navel in and think about really pressing the toes down, lift the thighs up, and then slowly lower the hips down. And find sphinx pose here. Lift the chest, a bit of a back bend, roll the shoulders back. Take a full inhale and exhale. And we'll do that again. Curl your toes under, lift the hips up here, and you can stay right here if that works for you. Or drive the toes down, lift the thighs up, and notice the heat. Notice all the attention being drawn to your center. Continue to calm the breath. Relax the face. And then slowly lower the knees down, lower the hips, open the chest here. We have one more of those. So making sure your elbows are under the shoulders more or less, not too wide, not too narrow. You want this to feel strong in your body, that you're exerting energy, but you're not finding that painful moment. Curl the toes under, lift the hips up, chest draws forward, neck is long. We're holding here. Breathe. Notice your breath here. Lift the thighs. One more, inhale, exhale, and then lower down here. Uncurl the toes. And if you'd like, in this little back bend, you can bend one knee and just draw the foot toward the head. Lift the chin and then lower down. Second side. Bend the right knee, lift the chin here, and lower down. Both legs here. Lift the legs, lift the chest, open up here. Draw the legs closer or the feet closer to the head, and then lower down and release here for a moment. Relax the head down. Take a breath. One more in this posture. So you can continue your rest here, or come onto the forearms. Come into that plank. Lift the hips this time. So it's down dog on the forearms. Lift the hips back. For this one, sometimes I like to have a block in between my hands, so I'll do that today. For dolphin pose, we walk our feet forward, the head hangs. The shoulders come over the elbows. We'll stop here for today. Lift the hips up. Really draw the hips. Find length in the spine. The shoulders are opening up here, the shoulder blades moving away from one another. And then walk the feet back, coming into that plank for a moment, and lower down. Take a quick break. So dolphin again, or any variation in between. You can do a knee plank again, or just continue your rest. Curl the toes under, lift the hips, draw the hips back here. So forearm down dog, and then begin to walk the feet forward toward the head, and then just elevate the hips. Continue to press the forearms down to create strength in the shoulders. Holding here. One more breath. Slowly walk the hips back, walk the feet back, and lower the hips down, coming into child's pose. Balasana. So for child's pose, knees are together. If that doesn't feel right for you, just separate the knees, make them wider, or find a sitting resting pose at this point. So hinging from your hip, leaning forward, wrap your hands behind you, let the head rest. You can either connect the hands or just let them rest. Just having a moment here of interlude again, reconnecting to your breath, reconnecting to your body. Slowly, slowly, slowly rise up to sitting and sweep the legs around, coming onto your back here. Feet are flat. Relax the entire torso into the body. Draw the knees in toward the chest. Then separate the knees, drawing pointed feet. The toes draw together. So push the knees away for a moment. Open up the inner thighs. Draw the legs toward the head. And then inhale, sweep the arms up, overhead. Exhale, round the back, lift the head, neck, shoulders, press the hands forward, and then wrap the legs around the arms. Inhale, open up. So my spine is actually flexing from the tailbone all the way through my cervical spine, my neck. So inhale here, stretch the knees away, then exhale, everything squeezes in. So stretch the hands forward, round the tailbone, and then squeeze the knees into the upper arms. Arms push away. Draw the knees closer, and then inhale, open up. Expand, expand without overarching the back here, being mindful of that. You can also modify not doing the upper body, just the legs here. 2 more. Exhale, lift and round. Draw the knees in closer to the body, and then squeeze the knees into the arms. Press the hands. Lower down. Upper body. Last one here. Press and reach. Squeeze everything in. Holding for another breath. And slowly lower the hands down. So that was supine bakasana, supta bakasana, or lying on the back crow pose. This time bring your hands down next to you. Arms are long by the side. Lift the feet off the ground. Have the knees over the hips. So extend the arms like a letter T out to the sides. And for this first round, just keep the knees bent. Drive the right shoulder down into the mat. So you can lift it up and then press it down. And then exhale, just take a slight twist. Continue to press that right shoulder down as the knees come out to the left. Inhale, come back center and hold. Lift the left shoulder for a moment and then drive it down or press it down into the mat. And then exhale, bring the legs over to the right without lifting that left shoulder. And then come back center. So knees can stay bent or you can extend the legs here. Your choice, your body. Press the right shoulder down, exhale, release. Bringing the legs over without falling, and then slowly come back up. Press the left shoulder down, exhale, other side. Move mindfully. Come back center. One more left and right. It's really hard when you go slow. We're not using momentum here. So it's all about that core, the obliques, helping you do a nice rotation here in the trunk. And second side, pressing this left shoulder down. Extend the legs away from you here. Slowly come back to center. And bend the knees. Release the feet down. Arms rest. Bringing them back to the side. Press the heels down. Coming into bridge pose from here. So tucking the shoulders under. Intertwine the fingers. Press the entirety of the arm into the mat. If this does not work for shoulders, separate the hands. Press and lift here, holding onto the mat, or you can take a strap and connect the hands that way. Move the chest toward the chin. Lift and reach here. And lower down, coming out of bridge pose for a moment. Walk the feet wide, bring the knees together. Take a breath. So repeating bridge pose or coming into dhanurasana, bow pose, your choice today. So for bow, fingers come just outside the shoulders. Draw the lower back down to lift the tailbone, and then press down to lift up. So press the hands down, press the legs down, and find yourself lifting up here. Move the heart toward the short end of the mat. Press through the heels. Press through the arms if you're doing bow. Relax the neck. Tuck the chin. Slowly bend the elbows. Hugging the elbows in. And release down. Feet wide. Knees come together. Take a breath. We have one more back bend. So your choice, bridge pose or dhanurasana. Bring the fingers toward the body. You can also just continue to play with bridge with dhanurasana arms. So press and lift here. Lift the tail. Lift the back. Open up the body. Press through the legs, through the arms. Opening for one more breath. Bend the elbows. Tuck the chin, safely making your exit. And then feet come wide, knees together. Take a breath here. And then heel toe the feet back. And cross the left leg over the right, like we did for eagle's pose here. Draw the legs closer toward you and catch hold of the outer foot of both feet. Press the feet into the hands, and the hands respond in kind. Try not to sickle the ankle, so keep them nice and straight. And just slightly pull it in, pull the legs in. Gomukhasana. And then release the legs, uncross, and we proceed to the other side, right over left. Draw the legs in. Lift the feet and pull them towards you as the foot pushes back into the hand. Make sure the neck is long, the chin is tucked. Relax the shoulders. Slowly release here and find your strap. Extend extend the right leg out or keep a bend in the right leg. Doesn't matter at this point. Draw the left foot up, making sure the strap is just underneath the toes without crunching the toes. Arms are long and there's space in the shoulders. Press into the strap and just slightly bend the elbows, drawing the leg a little bit closer to you. Slowing the breath down from here. Make sure the inner thigh of the right leg is wrapping down, the heel is underneath the right hip, and the left hip is moving away from the left ear. And open it out to the left. Much like we did with the windshield wiping of the legs, press the right shoulder down, extend the left leg out, and you can even use that left elbow like a kickstand. Press into the strap, making sure you press the right hip down into the ground. Bend the knee, draw the leg back to center, and take a twist here. I like to scooch my hips to the left so I can bring that leg over to the right. So again, I imagine I'm standing on my bottom leg here, foot is flexed, ankle is underneath the hip, and then extending the left leg over, pressing the left shoulder down, or any degree in between. And slowly come back. And second side. So left knee can stay bent, foot flat, or we'll extend that left leg out together. Place the strap just underneath the toes. Relax the shoulders, and then extend the left leg out if you're moving it out. Space in the shoulders here. Take a breath, push the right thigh away from your face, and then bend the elbows and move the leg in any amount. Do what feels good in your body. Continue to be active in your bottom leg, pressing that down into the mat, pressing the thigh down. Coming back into the body. And then we'll take the straps into the right hand, pressing the left hand down, left shoulder down. Draw the right leg out to the right as you press the left hip down. Opening up here. Even in this calming state, just finding a little bit of activity in the leg still. Bend the knee slightly, bring it back center, and take a twist. So switch your grip, scoot your hips if you're doing so, and extend that leg out. Gaze can draw over opposite shoulder. Slowly bring the leg back up. Release the foot, coming into shavasana. If you have lower back issues, I encourage you to roll up a blanket or towel. Place it underneath your knees like so your knees are bent slightly. Otherwise, expand out. Spread your back body out onto the mat. Bring the palms up, arms move slightly away from the body. Legs roll open in a V shape. Inhale. Exhale, gently close the eyes. Notice if there's any other tension that remains in the body. And on the next exhale, just letting it all go. Allowing your breath to be smooth and steady from here on in. And then release the breath awareness and just simply be here on your mat. I'll go silent for a few moments, and then I'll call us out of shavasana. Continue to relax the throat. Relax the jaw. And start to bring your awareness back. Remove your fingertips and toes. Loosen the jaw. Take fuller inhales, fuller exhales. Reach the arms overhead and stretch them. Stretching your body. And if you want to stay here in shavasana, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, roll preferably to the right side of the body, but any side of the body will do. Bend the knees and just rest here using one of your arms as a pillow. And just rest for a moment. And then pressing up with the hands to a seated position. Sit comfortably, sit tall. Full inhale, full exhale. And bowing the head toward the heart. Create heat in between the palms. And cup your palms over your eyes. Blink your eyes open into your hands. Take a breath. And then move your hands away from your face. And I thank you. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. That was an incredible practice. I hope you found a little bit more connection to your mind, to your body, to your breath, and that you experienced a little more of you today. So thank you. I will see you again very soon.